Welcome to this exclusive video where we delve into the shocking story of a social media aspirant who lost a whopping $135,000 after purchasing an Instagram account with the same value. This is a cautionary tale of how a seemingly harmless attempt to boost one's online presence can result in disastrous consequences, leaving one with a significant financial loss and shattered dreams. So get ready to hear the alarming details of this incredible story. The story starts with Mac, the seller, mentioning to Bird, who is the unfortunate victim in this tale, that he has an Instagram username with one letter for sale. Upon sparking the interest of Bird, Bird asks the price of the account, to which Mac replies the current offer is $120,000. As well as mentioning the price, Mac tells Bird it's probably one of the safest apps he has ever seen, as the account has survived 2 ban waves, is swappable, and the user who sells emails of accounts to claim was paid off to keep it private. Not only this, but for the past 6 years, it has been owned by the same 2 people. Despite Mac's promises, Bird asks if there are any issues, but Mac brushes off the question and instead lists more reasons why the account is safe. And to top it off, Mac says, "You'll also have my guarantee, considering I'm connected with these people. I'll put in a good word that it is not to be touched by them. However, as you'll soon find out, things are not always what they seem." After some negotiations, the price is settled at 120 Ethereum, which was valued at $135,000 at the time of the deal and is currently worth over $220,000. Mac agreed to include the swap fee in the price, which involves swapping the username from the current account to a newly created Instagram account. This is done to ensure that the buyer can secure the account independently and won't have to worry about any interference from the previous owner. The deal is finalized and Mac receives the payment. However, this was only the beginning, as the most challenging part was yet to come. Soon after securing the account, the Instagram account that was just purchased gets number locked. Typically, Instagram doesn't require a phone number for registration if an email is used, but if they detect anything suspicious, they will ask for account verification via a phone number. When Bird shows Mac the message, Mac advises Bird to add his phone number to verify the account. After 2 weeks of owning the newly purchased Instagram account, it suddenly gets artificially banned. Instagram bans accounts if they suspect any violations of their terms of service. But since Mac has connections with Instagram representatives, Bird agrees to pay $6,000 to have the account unbanned within 24 hours. 6 days pass and the account remained banned. Mac informs Bird that his contact was injured, which was the reason for the delay in unbanning the account. However, when Bird attempts to log in, he receives a message indicating that the account had been claimed, which was a familiar message for Bird as he had seen it before on Instagram for his previous accounts. After discovering that the account was claimed, Mac identified the person who had done it, and Bird offered to pay $40,000 to regain control of the account. However, while they were discussing this matter, the account was claimed again by another individual who Mac was unaware of. This person was a previous owner of the account trying to reclaim it. Mac explained that Instagram was investigating the situation, and as a result, the username was now in a state of uncertainty and it was unlikely to be recovered. In other words, the username was lost. The situation now presents a challenging question. Considering all that has transpired, what would be the expected course of action? Is it reasonable for Mac to provide a refund to Bird for the setback, or was it beyond Mac's control, thus not warranting a refund? The resolution of this issue was left to the staff members handling the dispute. But before delving into the verdict, it is essential to examine Mac's statement following the occurrence. After doing some deep thinking, I'm here to make my final statement as to why I think I am not in the wrong. I offered you the handle and elaborated crystal clear why I personally found it safe, considering its untouched history of 6+ consecutive years. I never personally offered you a guarantee that stated the handle wouldn't get claimed, considering the email supplier was paid $15,000 to keep it private and not touch it. The only guarantee I gave, like I previously stated, was that I would reach out to every claimer I personally know that could pull something like this off, which I did, and they didn't touch your account as promised. On top of that, during the deal, you were going to secure the account in the first place, in which I offered you the mid-deal swap alternative. I personally thought it was more convenient for the funds to be released and we handle the swap afterwards between us two without having a third party involved. That deal went smoothly and you personally agreed to releasing your funds to the actual owner of the handle, which I did. I never rushed you to release the funds. That's unfair to say. All you could have said was that you weren't comfortable securing the handle and that you preferred to have it done mid-deal, which I would have agreed with. The next morning, after you had secured the account, essentially a couple hours after the deal had taken place, I applied my bypass to the handle so that I could swap it. I waited multiple days considering my bypass alerts monitors, and it is standard procedure for me to take my time to ensure a safe swap, as I like to be thorough and I wouldn't want to risk a client's handle, especially a handle like yours. The handle started getting number locked multiple times, which ultimately delayed the swapping process. Unfortunately, after about more than a week, one of the number locks resulted in your handle getting banned, and I reached out to my rep to get it unbanned for you and held those funds for you as well. The handle was claimed whilst it was banned, and I refunded the unbanned money to you directly. After it was claimed off of you, I did everything within my power to find out who took it and how they took it, which I did. I convinced the same person that took it to sell it back to you. However, the person that took it also lost access to it and the handle went under investigation by Facebook. I kept you in the loop and reached out to others in an attempt to get it back, which didn't work out sadly. I never intended for you to lose out on this handle. I literally want the best for my clients and I care more for their satisfaction than I care for the money I make from a deal. No social media comes risk-free, let alone a one character as rare as yours, having been one of the only ones in existence at the time. I'm deeply sorry for your loss, but pushing the blame on me for something I couldn't have done anything about seems slanted to me. After considering what both Mac and Bird had stated, the staff members reached a conclusion. Here is the outcome. After discussion with the team, we've come to the decision that this is going to be marked as invalid as far as a full refund goes. When dealing with usernames of this caliber, there is always an assumed risk. The safest one character is objectively less safe than 99% of other usernames. It'd be illogical to disregard this risk entirely and use it as a point of blame for Mac. There is always high risk involved with high tier usernames, risks which are almost wholly out of Mac's control. He did his best to contact and advert the claimers he had personal connections to, but beyond that, there is very little that can be done to stop a claim from occurring. He mentioned that no one can claim right now. That was subject to change. He was truthful in giving you his honest assessment of the situation, which came to unfortunately be misadvised since someone else clearly could claim. The best and fairest course of action, therefore, is for Mac to send Bird the swap fees if they haven't already been returned, and do his best in assisting the recovery of the AT through Meta's investigation. The staff members concluded that Mac is not required to reimburse Bird for the username loss since it was not within Mac's control. What is your opinion on this decision? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and like so it motivates me to make more videos. Thank you for watching. Peace out.